guys, and welcome back to another Footy Fan video. As a serious Newcastle United fan and an adopted Geordie as I like to call myself, we're going to be looking at the 2024-2025 Premier League season and see if it'll end in success or failure for Newcastle. But what is success for a club like Newcastle United? Stay tuned to find out. Looking at the season so far, let's be real. 2 months ago, Newcastle were languishing in about 12th position and the season was not offering much hope at all. We were playing poorly and getting really inconsistent results. But after 7 wins in 8 games, the Toon are absolutely flying. Yes, other than that hiccup against Bournemouth. But Newcastle now sit in 5th position, and 5th position next season will get you Champions League football. Newcastle have played 23 games. We have won 12, we have drawn 5, and we have lost 6. When you look at the current squad we have, I don't think it's biased at all to say that we have the best midfield in the Premier League. Since Tonali dropped into the number 6 position, the season has been transformed. His energy, his technical ability, his commitment, his motivation, the way he just operates in that role, there is not a better number 6 in the Premier League at present. Bruno Guimaraes is Newcastle's number 8 now, and he plays further forward. And it has been key to the way Newcastle plays. He's been able to unlock defence after defence. He sits on 6 assists and averages 1.5 key passes per game. So keeping Bruno fit is going to be big for the season. Do we need to say much about Joelinton, really? The guy is an absolute tank, he's a beast, and there isn't another player like him in the Prem. Oops! My shirt changed. I'll leave this one on, it's my favourite one anyway. In Alexander Isak, we have one of, if not the best strikers in world football at the present. He's taken 63 shots in the Premier League and he's scored 17. That gives him a better conversion rate than both Haaland and Salah. Let's not forget Anthony Gordon too. He's one of the best young wingers in the Premier League, and right now he's weighing in with goals, he's weighing in with assists, and his pure pace just scares defences. Murfinho has been absolutely class. He's got 8 assists in the Premier League this season. And pre-Eddie Howe, who would have thought of that? That is another big reason for this season, whether Newcastle will be a success or a failure. Eddie Howe is an absolute genius as a manager, and we always do well against the clubs at the top. Not only does he have world-class players genuinely now, the way he transforms players like he has done Lewis Hall, like he's done with Joelinton, like he's done with Jacob Murphy, and to an extent, even Fabian Schär, who's a club legend, but under Eddie Howe, he's been absolutely superb. This video is about Newcastle's Premier League season, and I do have a few concerns that could potentially off-rail us. Whilst we have the 4th joint best defence in the Premier League this season, at the back we've been a little shaky recently. We've started to concede a few more chances. Games like the Wolves one comes to mind, where yes, we won 3-0, but they did have their opportunities. So it is becoming a little bit of a concern for me and could easily off-rail our season. We've got Hall, we've got Tino. Dan Burn has been absolutely class this season. He looks much better at centre-half. He looks much more comfortable. Unfortunately, Botman's had good games since he's come back, but obviously he's not going to be at peak fitness just yet. An injury to Lewis Hall or one of the other centre-backs could spell danger for our season, as we don't have the best cover in those areas. If Tino was to get injured, I wouldn't be too concerned. We've got Kieran Trippier, who's a great player and is an amazing backup. Where should Newcastle finish this season though? Due to financial fair play regulations, which are a load of shit, by the way, we've not been able to sign many people in the past 2 windows. Last summer we bought in Lloyd Kelly on a free, and that transfer's just not really worked out. Personally for me, I would be happy with 6th position and the Europa League this season. It gets us back into a good competition in Europe, and those European away days are the best. When we was in the Champions League, I went to the Dortmund away game, and honestly, that trip was the best 3 days of my life. It was fantastic. But there is no doubt we can finish 5th in the Premier League. We perform well against the top teams, but I think our best hope for that would be the hopeful fall-off of Nottingham Forest, which, as good as they have been this season, is likely to happen. That is my thoughts, guys, but please let me know in the comments, whether you're a Newcastle fan or not, where you think Newcastle will genuinely finish this season. Please like and sub if you enjoyed the content, but most importantly, have a beautiful day. Peace!